everyone, welcome to Caffeine, Color, and Word Clusters. If you've been watching my book hauls, I guess you call it, or whatever, maybe, I guess, I got some coloring books, which you saw, but if you want to see a flip through of those, please go to my channel, juliet.colors, and there will be flip through of those coloring books on that channel. If they're not on there right now, they will be within a week of this video going up, I promise you. Then, as a pre-order special edition, you saw that I got in the light, let's see, can you see the silver? A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. I love this book. I love this book. I've already read it. It is so good. I love the artwork on the outside. It is beautiful. I'll switch to my desk so you can look along with me. Desk. Oh, it's right there. Duh. This is it. It's so pretty. The dust jacket. The book itself is gorgeous. I love it. It is a purple color with silver. And the silver is like, it's actually not silver, I don't think. Yeah, it's like a chrome blue. It's like a chrome blue color. Oop, sorry, I didn't mean to drop the book. And then here's the binding. It's by Hodder and Stoughton. I don't know if that's who Fairy Loot uses all the time. Back. Oh, sorry. The back. That on. Came with a bookmark. Beautiful bookmark. The back. What if love is the best magic of all? And Fairy Loot books actually do have ISBN numbers. Some that I have don't. Owl Crate? Book of the Month, maybe? Allurial? I don't know. I can't remember which one it is. They don't have, well, maybe they have ISBN numbers, they're just inside. So I'll have to look, make sure I didn't miss something. Here's Sangu. She's very pretty. I did read The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which is hilarious. Kiki Kalira Breaks a Kingdom. I need to get that one. Definitely getting that. I have been wondering if she wrote any other books, but hadn't really gotten down to searching yet. I am slightly disappointed that the painted edges is plain. Well, it's not plain, it's a gradient. Blue to purple. Is it blue to purple? Oh, it's just blue, and then this is just purple. Purple. Blue. Gradient. Purple to blue. Or blue to purple, I mean. And it is signed, just like all the Fairy Loot books. Yeah. Hello?
Hello. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, so this is the Book of the Month box. So let's see. What is in here? Yes, I have the lights turned down because my dogs are crazy. Did you go outside? Hold on. Fred went outside. I gotta go. Okay. So this is the stuff that I kind of got for Black Friday sales with the help of my mother. Some of this stuff. This is a monthly subscription that I have. Let's see. These are the 3 books that I got. What is? I don't know. Oh no. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm just gonna cut a box up.
Just forget it.
Cut a box, pipe straight into it, and then pipe straight out of it.
Okay. Can you actually hear me? Can you hear me? Can you? Can you hear me? Let's see. Hi everybody. How are you? Good morning to you. If it is morning time or after dinner time. However, I got this new coffee. Yiri Monkey Business. It's an Indian coffee. It came in my Caffeine and Legends by Legendary box. Winter Reverie box, specialty box for the Christmas season. So I made myself a pot. And we're going to have a little taste test and see. This one is a medium roast, and it's called Monkey Business. Monkey Business. Let's try it out. This is my new Starbucks cup for the season. This is one of them. This is the other one. It's a little cup. I put my energy drink in that and shake it up. But because it's like a metal cup. This one's ceramic, but you can't. This is not microwavable or anything like that. Okay, ready? Mmm. Mm. That's real smooth. I made it in a regular drip coffee pot on like regular settings, whatever. It says it's a medium roast, American drip, milk chocolate, which I think I can taste that. The roasted almond, red apple, orange, and floral lilac. I think I can taste the. Where am I at here? I think I can taste the. Oh, like my head wants to be in the same spot as the coffee all the time. I think I can taste the milk chocolate and the almonds. The I'm not sure I get the like orange flavor. Maybe it's had the apple, yeah, a little. It's got this tiny sweetness. Maybe lilac. I'm not sure. It's good. I like it. It's really good. It's a really good just like smooth tasting coffee. I like coffees black, although over the years I have not as much. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not very good at making them, but yeah, this one's good. This one's good. I bet it'd be really good in a like a pour over or a French press too. So Yuri Coffee Monkey Business is this one. There's this QR code. Let's see if I can get it in the screen without it being. Let me see if I can focus it. Probably not because I'm terrible at this. AI, help me. Focus on there. No, it doesn't. It goes out. Anyways, yuricoffee.com. Here's the word Yuri. Yuri Coffee. yuricoffee.com. And then, yeah, tasty. Bye. Hi, everybody. How are you? Good morning to you, if it is morning time or after dinner time. However, I got this new coffee, Yiri Monkey Business. It's an Indian coffee. It came in my Caffeine and Legends by Legendary box. Winter Reverie box, specialty box for the Christmas season. So I made myself a pot, and we're gonna have a little taste test and see. This one is a medium roast, and it's called Monkey Business. Monkey Business. Let's try it out. This is my new Starbucks cup for the season. This is one of them. This is the other one. It's a little cup. I put my energy drink in that and shake it up, but because it's like a metal cup. This one's ceramic, but you can't. This is not microwavable or anything like that. Okay, ready? Mmm. Mm. That's real smooth. I made it in a regular drip coffee pot on like regular settings, whatever. It says it's a medium roast, American drip, milk chocolate, which I think I can taste that. The roasted almond, red apple, orange, and floral lilac. I think I can taste the. Where am I at here? I think I can taste the. Oh, like my head wants to be in the same spot as the coffee all the time. I think I can taste the milk chocolate and the almonds. I'm not sure I get the like orange flavor. Maybe it's had the apple, yeah, a little. It's got this tiny sweetness. Maybe lilac. I'm not sure. It's good. I like it. It's really good. It's a really good just like smooth tasting coffee. I like coffees black, although over the years I have not as much. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not very good at making them, but yeah, this one's good. This one's good. I bet it'd be really good in a like a pour over or a French press too. So Yuri Coffee Monkey Business is this one. There's this QR code. Let's see if I can get it in the screen without it being. Let me see if I can focus it. Probably not because I'm terrible at this. AI, help me. Focus on there. No, it doesn't. It goes out. Anyways, YuriCoffee.com. Here's the word Yuri. Yuri Coffee. YuriCoffee.com. And then, yeah, tasty. Bye. Here I am today, starting my day, sort of. I have some stuff I gotta do. I gotta study, get some like bill stuff and paperwork done, and then organize my desk because I can't see it right now, and then work on everything behind me and around me and the garage and everything else. So I invite you to come along with me in my crazy journey of trying to get my studio for once and all done. Because I feel like I have been trying to clean up my studio since the beginning of time. And I can't take it anymore. It's driving me bananas. So follow me. I'm gonna listen to my book, and once in a while I'm gonna pop on and say something, but FYI, I'll probably do this in some sort of like double speed or triple speed time as a video and say something here and there. So have fun watching me try to get my life in order.
We do part as newlyweds. Her stomach dipped. But before she could banish the odd feeling, a knocking came from down the hall. Gideon glanced toward the door, rolling up his second sleeve. At the urgent voices, Rune opened it and peeked out. Uniformed officers walked the corridor, knocking on cabin doors and questioning the inhabitants. Her pulse kicked. The police are here. There was only one way out of this corridor, the stairwell, and it was on the other side of the officers. We're cornered. Before they spotted her, Rune shut the door and turned to Gideon. Take off your clothes. He raised an eyebrow. A vintage suit would be easy for the shop matron to describe to the police, she explained. Seeming to agree, Gideon unbuttoned his shirt and nodded to her dress. Won't they also be looking for a girl in a stolen wedding gown? Rune glanced down at the dress she wore. It would give her away in an instant. As Gideon shucked off his shirt, Rune reached for the laces at the back of the dress. The shop matron had helped her into it and tied the laces tight. Now, the harder she tugged on them, the tighter they knotted.
So friends, my friends, I'm taking a break. I'm going up and I'm dyeing my hair because this is way too long. All right, so I'll see you in a bit. Oh, one more thing. Before I go do that, I'm going to put my books on this bookshelf. Oh, I'll let you watch, but I don't have a big enough bookshelf for everything yet. So I just kind of have to put them in there along edges and whatnot until I get another bookshelf. Yep, that's what's happening. So here you go. All right, let's put these away. Let's put these away. I know my house is a disaster right now, so excuse my mess of everything. Why won't that? Oh, I got it turned the wrong way. Of course. Hold on, hold on to your horses. Hold on to your horses. Boop. Okay. Now I got the bookshelf in the line. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's my only bookshelf for books. And that bottom shelf I do not put books on because they will be destroyed by dog hair. And everything else that dogs do. So here we go. I'm just gonna put these my bookish books that I got. So you saw me already put my Moonlight books in the bookshelf. For now, until I get another bookshelf, I'm just putting my bookish books right in front as well, because I don't have another situation right now. Soon, hopefully I will, but right now that's what I got. And I'm also gonna take, okay, did I show you this earlier? I don't think I did. Let's go. Okay, so this here is the dust jacket for our Vicious Oats, which is the book that I am reading right now via hardback and Kindle. This is the L'Oreal edition that I got, which I was so excited to get. So yeah, so this is the L'Oreal edition, and I'm reading it right now. And I don't care if I get fingerprints on it. That means I read it. I mean, goodness gracious. So I'm reading that. I put my dust jackets up here because I don't want them to get all ruined. And I put my books in, which I just bought. So hold on one second, I'll show you. I usually have a Barnes & Noble bag. Or a some sort of tote bag that I carry my books around in, which basically goes around in my house. But I just got these from Bookish. This is the book like zipper bag. So I have my Bread Knives and Brigands and Bread Knives, I'm sorry, Travis Baldry book that I'm finishing right now in there. And then in this one, this is the cool one. It's like a dust jacket. It opens up like this. And it's like that. This is what is the name of this one? Goodness. The Girl I Was by Geneva Rose. This is pretty good. This is the Barnes & Noble version, and I'm excited about it, but it's a little pessimistic. The character is pessimistic right now. So it takes me a little bit to get into it, but I am reading it. That's what I'm reading. So I'm reading Vicious Oats, The Girl I Was. The Vicious Oats is by N.E. Davenport, right? Yeah. The Girl I Was by Geneva Rose. Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldry. Laura Olympus Volume 9 by Rachel Smythe. And then The Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. And that's what I'm doing right now. In addition to coloring and artwork and studying for my Pilates instructor training. So yeah, here I go. All right, I'm gonna go upstairs. I got a few things to do. Change my clothes, whatnot, and then I'll be back. See you in a few. Hi, everybody. So I thought I would do a quick update and kind of let you know what I've been reading. My kind of vlog about what I've been reading a little bit. So on Audible, I just finished River Enchanted and Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross, which once again, I am completely impressed by her imagery and writing, I guess. I really like the way she writes. It's about sort of like a maybe Scottish lore or, northern England lore about fairies and island life and things like that. And it's really good. It follows some characters that are kind of split between where they think they belong and how it all comes together at the end is pretty good. Really good. I really like it. If there was anything that I would read River Enchanted and Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross, because they're quick. They're not huge. They're quick books, and you can get them done. Like, I think I finished both of those in 3 days. Both of them together. Because I was like, I gotta keep going. They're so good. And it does finish the end of that storyline. So it's only those 2 books. I also really like her book, Wild Reverence, which I finished before. And it is also very good. And I've listened to... I read along and listened to Wild Reverence. And River Enchanted and Fire Endless I just listened to on Audible. And I really like the narrator. Is that what we call them? Narrators of the stories on Audible for those books. I have started... What's the name of that one? Let me see. Gotta go back here and look. Oh, I finished 2 books by Alex E. Hara, which I think I might have talked about these. Maybe. I need to keep track of what I talk about. I'm getting lost here. But I finished The Everlasting, which sort of follows like a King Arthur, Merlin kind of storyline. Kind of. That kind of vein. And the main character is a female. Or the main hero, the heroine, is the female in a man's role throughout the book. And then there's a man that tends to be in the more feminine role throughout the book. It's really interesting. It's really good. It's a really good take on that story and time travel, which I mentioned before. It's really good. Fred might be a little nuts tonight because some nights he does this. He's bananas. I can't. Freddie, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Hey, come here, Fred. Come here. Come here. Come here. What are you barking for? The food's right there. Sonny, are you being a turd? Don't steal the food. Are you hungry or are you just being a turd? This is my Fred. He's my sweetest little nugget boy. Well, one of my 2 little nugget boys. But he's trying to sniff out some food. The other book that I read by Alex E. Harrow is The 10,000 Doors of January. It is really good too. It is a really good book. follows a family, I guess like 2 generations of the family, and how they travel through these portals to other places or other, I don't think it's other times ever, but it's other places, other lands, other worlds, other. And it's really good too. I really like how the end of that story came together. It was really good. So I'm going to be looking for, I know Rebecca Ross has more books. I don't know about Alex O'Hara. Oh, The Starling House. I want to read that one too, but I haven't yet. I think Rebecca Ross has one called Divine Rivals. She has like a series that I haven't read yet, and so I know I'm going to be catching those next year. I know I am, because I love those 2 authors. Love them. Kristen Ciccarelli. I finished, so I read The Heartless Hunter, which is part of the Crimson Moth series. I listened to it, actually. I didn't read it. I listened to it like 2-3 months ago, maybe. And I loved it. It was really good. And I was just waiting for the next one to come out and waiting for it to be on sale or whatever. So I got it with one of my Audible credits this time, which was called The Rebel Witch. And it's really good too. It's a good ending to the story. It was, you kind of have an aha moment about some things that aren't completely obvious throughout the book. I guess some people might think they are. I don't think they're completely obvious. But it was a good enemies to lovers kind of story with not too much like spiciness. It's kind of, I don't know, on a scale of 0 to 5, where 5 is the spiciest kind of book you could get. It was probably like a 2. It was not that bad. So I would recommend that one for anybody that is interested in. Betty, you're being annoying while I'm trying to make a video. Come here. I would recommend that one for anybody that is interested in like supernatural witch kind of fantasy. Not supernatural, witch magic fantasy like that. In another world, in a different kind of, in a not our world, I guess I'm trying to say. Fred, come here. What are you doing? Come here. I don't know why he's being a little booger. Give me 1 second. Bring food in. You already ate your dinner, didn't you? I brought more food just in case. Here. Oh, that was Kristen Ciccarelli. Okay, and then the other one I started, but I have not finished it because I think the other book by Kristen Ciccarelli is, let me see. I know. Dun, 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 dun. Where is it at? Throne of the Fallen. No, that's Carrie Maniscalco. Carrie Maniscalco. I probably pronounced that wrong, but Carrie Maniscalco. Throne of the Fallen. I started that. It is, I believe, an enemies to lovers forced marriage book, romance. I haven't gotten very far into it because I've got it on Audible and I do not like the narration so far. I'm gonna give it a little longer and then I might just switch it to just Kindle or get the book and read it and see if I like it better that way. because I mean, it seems like it should be good. I mean, everybody says they like it, I think. I mean, there was a lot of reviews for it. Let me see. On Audible.
And her gallery came highly
Pause.
recommended.
Pause. Oh, look, it came highly recommended. Right where I was talking about it. Title details. Yeah, I mean, Audible is hard to tell because there's not a ton of reviews on there, but there's like 1.4K, 4.5 star reviews. So that's pretty good for an Audible book, usually. What are you doing? I'm gonna come and get you and hold you forever and tie you down. Yes, I'm gonna tie you down. Come here. I'm gonna leash you to my foot. Come here. He likes to run down the hallway and bark. He does everything with voice. Okay, so that was that one. So I'm giving that one another go here, but not today. I have already finished Bone Dust and what is it? Bookshops and Bone Dust and Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. I finished both of those. Hey! Cut it out! No! The life of having pets while you try to do vlogs. I know people cut this out, but this is my real life. This is what I do. I have rescue dogs. I have rescue cats. I have animals that need attention. So we give him attention. Right, Freddy? You want my snacks. You can't have my snacks. Sorry, you can't have my snacks. I will give you a bite of my snacks whenever I eat my snacks. But not right now. Thank you for the kisses. Thank you. So, I love those books. They're so cute. They're like really, I mean, they're definitely meant for adults. They're adult books, but just based on language, like that's the only thing. Maybe some adult themes, but mostly, I mean, if I had children, I would let my high school or junior high kid read these. Like they're good. They're good, and I think they're good for like kids that like fantasy. I think they're good for kids that like fantasy. Disclaimer, as I say that, read the themes, read about the book before you get it. Because I know some people in religious situations might not always like some of the characters in the book. So make sure you read about it before you get it. But I loved it. I thought they were great books. Right now I'm reading Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldree, and I've done all of these with Audible, and then I have the books as well, so I kind of follow along with immersive reading. This is the cover from the Owl Crate version of the book. It comes with an artist dust jacket, and it's a really nice book. Woo! But I have it in my bag right now. But I'm about halfway through, I'd say, on that one. This one, I love the story. I love the way it goes. It just doesn't hold my attention as much as the other ones. I don't know why that is. It's a different kind of story. It really is. I guess it's kind of a traveling story. The Brigands and Bread Knives, where the other ones are situated in a place, they're here, this is where they're at. Brigands and Bread Knives is a traveling story. And it follows one of the characters out of Bookshops and Bone Dust. And I love it. Anything he writes, I will read. And anything he narrates, I will listen to, because he's a really good narrator. He has a really interesting voice, and he does very good character representations of what he thinks they should be. So I like him as a narrator and an author. Brigands and Bread Knights. Okay, so then the other book that I am reading, and I did not get very far in it, and I've said this before, is The Girl I Was by Geneva Rose. I'm reading this as a book, as just the book, and I don't have the audio or anything. It's good. I'm not very far into it. Like I said, it's one of the books where the main character's pretty pessimistic, so I have to like lay it down for a while and then come back, lay it down and come back, lay it down. And so I end up rereading some things because I forget and I go back. So yeah, I do like it so far. I'm not very far to say. And I also started, I know I said before I was starting but hadn't yet, Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport. So far I like this one. I'm not very far. Same thing, like I was kind of doing the front pages, like looking at the characters and the, like the, what do you call it, character map, character map, I don't know, I'm gonna call it that. And just trying to figure out who everybody was in the book and what their names were before I started digging into the book, because I hate when I get into a book and I'm like, I can't figure out who this character is. So I kind of really do like how, I don't know if this is a new thing that has been happening. I know they used to sort of at the end of the books, in really, really, really long books with a lot of characters, they had like an index of characters. What do they call it? Dramatis? Let me see. What is this thing called? Now I see they're putting it up front. Oh, I don't see it on here. It must just be in the Kindle version up front. I wonder if it's in the back. Let me check. So I have the Allurial version of the book, which by the way has painted edges. And I said before, and I think is true, that Allurial and Book of the Month might be the same company, or are very related. So I guess maybe, okay, here it is, Dramatis Personae. So that's what it's called. They put it in the back of the book, in the paper book, but in Kindle it's in the front. So I was kind of reviewing that before I really dug in. So I'm not very far, but it feels like it's going to be a fun book to read. Although it does say that there's adult themes in this. It's another enemies to lovers book. I think I'm kind of like, this is my whole thing right now, is enemies to lovers. But I do like that one, getting in that one. And then let me see, I have another one, I think. I finished The God of the Woods. I don't remember if I said that last time. Really good book. I think I did say that because I kind of said that, it's a mystery. I liked how it came together at the end. It's a really interesting view on some family dynamics. So that was a really good book by Liz Moore, The God of the Woods. I'm trying to just look here and make sure there's not any that I haven't mentioned. Yeah, I think I'm back. I'm caught up to where I was. And so over this little Christmas season, holiday season, I do want to finish these three. And I have my, I got Dark Sisters from Book of the Month for December box. And I would like to start that one. That is like a witchcraft horror book. So I got that. And then I got some romantasy books from Moonlight book box. And I thank you to my mom and my stepdad, Matt, my dad Matt, that they helped me get some books while they were on sale during the Black Friday sales. So I really do appreciate that because books are so expensive. I do like Book of the Month because it's $16 for a hardcover instead of 30 to 50 for a hardcover. And I do, if I like the book or think I'm gonna like the book, I end up buying like a special edition that has, you know, painted edges or signed or whatever. And I do like that a lot. If anybody has any book recommendations that I have not mentioned, or if I've mentioned it and kind of been like, I'm not even there yet. Oh, one that I'm going to go back to and I haven't yet is When the Moon Hatched. I don't even remember who the author is on that one. I'm going to go back and try to read that as the paper book. I had it as the Audible version, and I'm not sure I like the narration. I can't tell if it's the narration or the book. So I'm gonna go. I talked to I talked about this with my friend. We discussed books a little bit, and she was like, "Oh no, I like it. I like it. I like it." And she's like going and going and going, and then she's like, "Well, no, you were right. I don't like it." So I'm hoping that that's not the case for me when I get into it. Is that I actually do like it, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it. It's a fantasy world where the moon is a dragon egg, basically, I think. Like a petrified dragon egg. Like all these asteroids are dragon eggs or something. Which I haven't even gotten that far in enough to know exactly what the heck everything is. So I do have to go back and do that. So let me see. Is that all my everything I want to talk about right now? Yep, that's all. Oh, no, it's not. I finished through volume 8 of Lore Olympus, and this is volume 9. I'm gonna do that. I want to read this one. And then I realized my friend told me, my physical therapist, actually, by the way, she works for Luna Physical Therapy, which is an at-home physical therapy place. So, like, if you don't like leaving to go to physical therapy, or you need to do it more often than once a week even, and it's so convenient to have her come here and help me. I feel like I get so much more done, and I'm more productive, and I learn the exercises better because she's working with me and not 16 people all lined up in a row doing our squats or whatever. So, anyways, Luna Physical Therapy. If you want her name, message me and I'll do that if you live in the Denver metro area. Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. I was saying Smith and now I'm saying Smythe because it's a Y. So tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Smythe. And I was saying about holiday reading. So I am gonna try to get these done, and then I have like some little like holiday romance books that I want to read. There's like a few out in the market right now, like You Filthy Animal is one of them, and there's like 2 or 3 that I saw when I was at Barnes & Noble that I want to read. And then if I get time, I'm going to read at least 1 to 2 more books in the Tomes and Tea series by Rebecca Thorne. I've only read the first one, so I want to read the next ones. And that, I think, is all I have to say about reading. So I'll catch ya around the block. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I'm figuring out how to do this reading thing. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at... I need to refresh myself on all the words. Like, plot. Well, I know what a plot is, but like refresh myself on plot and cliffhangers and whatever, like all the words about how you read and what you read. And so I haven't done that yet, but I will. I've been kind of stuck in, I keep looking over there because that's where my monitor is. Sorry. I'm really trying not to do that, but it is so difficult. I should just turn it away and not even look at it until I'm done. But you know when I do that, you know how many times I have recorded and the microphone was off? The entire time, like hours of recordings, and then the mic was off. I'm like, ugh. So, anyways, keep me in your thoughts this Christmas, and I'll keep you in mine. Happy holidays. Bye. Hello, my friends. Fred's barking. He's barking already. You hear that? Already. I'm going to take these off, and I know I'm going to have to put them right back on. So, in the middle of my little catch-up, whatever, talk, before we were talking about, what were we talking about last? Everqueen or something? I don't know. Let me go look. Sometimes it, wish it was a little easier to search my library in here, but because like I said, all the, here we go, in progress. Let's do finished first. Finished. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me go grab that one because I don't have it with me. Where did I put it? Here it is. All right. So I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Everqueen. I think that was the last one I talked about on Audible. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even introduce myself. Let's start over. Ding 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 ding. Take. Here we go. Take 2. Hi. I'm Juliet. This is caffeine, color, and word clusters. Word clusters meaning books. Color meaning art or coloring or whatever I decide. Caffeine means I actually do drink reviews, which by the way, I'm drinking one. Let me go get that. Goodness, I am not in control today. Thing. Excuse my giant mess. I'm moving things from one side to the other of my office, which I'm going through things. Here it is. Okay. So let's do drinks first, since I have them here. I apologize. I'm sorry, Elroy. I didn't mean to kick you in the little nose. You okay? I didn't really kick him. Just tapped him. Okay. Teas first. I haven't drank any coffees this little week, but I will. I have some to do. First, I bought an Owl Crate box and this Amina's Blend of Fortune mango and pineapple tea, an Owl Crate exclusive from Riddle's Tea Shop, which is Riddle's Tea Shop with a P-E, shop with a P-E.com. And I will show you that. If I can get it not to shine all over the place. That's that. This was amazing. Like, this was one of the best teas I have had, and I'm a tea connoisseur. I love my teas. Let me see. What can I say about it? It's decaf, which is unfortunate, but it's black tea though, with mango and pineapple and apple pieces, cream flavor, natural cream flavor, white corn flowers, and marigold flowers. It's so good. I will say I'm gonna try and find this at their shop and buy it, whichever. Like, I'm sure it's not named Amina's Blend of Fortune, but I bet I can find something similar maybe at their tea shop. riddlesteashop.com. It was so good. It had a really nice, subtle, fruity flavor with the flowery flavor mixed in, just very subtle, very subtle. And I added Truvia, or whatever it's called. Just a couple drops of Truvia, one of the squeeze things. And it was so good. It was so good. Like, I once I finally opened this, I usually am not a fruit tea person. I usually pass it by. I'm like, I don't even want to try it. But I finally opened it and I was like, okay, I'm doing this. And I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. So good. Hot and cold. Both. Delicious. Another tea. Piper and Leaf Loose Tea Black Tea Blend. This one is caffeinated. Cherry Christmas. And it's supposed to taste like frosted sugar cookies gleaming with bright cherries. And let's see. What's in it? Ingredients. Wait. Their website. I think I said this before, but it's piperandleaf.com. And the ingredients were black tea, coconut rasp, almond flakes, hibiscus, strawberries, blueberries, raisins, elderberries, natural flavor, raspberries. This one was pretty good, too. I like this one a lot, but hot. With a little bit of the Truvia. It was good. I would buy this one again as well. Yeah, definitely. This one came from Caffeine and Legends. Like, this one came from Owl Crate. Then I tried this Chocolato, small batch Chocolato chocolate, drinking chocolate. This drinking chocolate is a European tradition made of rich single origin chocolate, not cocoa powder. We are climate neutral certified. Let's see. Academy of Chocolate Bronze winner 2018. There's a code for recipes on here. It's made with cacao and organic cane sugar. That's it. And it is chocolat.com, which, let me spell it. It's XOCOLATL So XOCOLATL chocolate.com is the website. This is the package. Let me get it in there without it being all weird. Kind of. There's the word right there. I always have trouble getting the words to not be all wrinkled on these things, but there you go. This was amazing. This was the best hot chocolate I have had, and I didn't add, I drank it with soy milk because I I'm lactose intolerant. I don't drink milk. But it was so delicious. I feel like soy milk brings out the flavor of whatever you put in it anyways. And it was just amazing. And I didn't put marshmallows in it or nothing. Just the soy milk and this. It was so good. Now, then today, the one I have today in my Owl Crate cup, that is based on Golden Compass, and it has a lid. Which, where the heck did I put my lid? I just had it here, but I moved it, and it got covered up or something. You know, I don't know, maybe, no, I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is, on my hot pad. This is the lid that goes on it, that's got a little compass thing and some words. What does it say? You cannot change what you are, only what you do. Love it. Anyways, now I have this one today. It's a hot chocolate. It's ethereal, really ethereal, bean to bar cracked chocolate, small batch hot cocoa mix, original. Just add milk and marshmallows. So that's what I did. I didn't follow the directions because I just microwave my milk and then put the chocolate in. It's good. It has more of that cocoa taste than a chocolate taste, if you know what I mean. It's more of a less sweetened taste. I bet it's probably less calories and stuff. Actually, there's not even any calorie thing on here. Handcrafted in Woodstock, Illinois. Organic cane sugar, cocoa powder, cocoa powder. Sorry. And then it's etherealconfections.com. It's really good though. I added my soy milk and my marshmallows, and it's delicious with the marshmallows. I tried it without the marshmallows and it was a little too cocoa-y for me. I like more of a milk chocolate taste. So that's those. But they're really good. I'm sorry. I'm like, ugh. I've just been running around like an idiot all day. I've had appointments, PT, and exercise, and stuff everywhere. But, okay. So, first, what have I read? I have read Verity by Colleen Hoover. Let me show you a picture of that. If I can. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel. Because I don't have it downloaded, I can't get the big picture of the book. But hopefully you can see that. That's Verity by Colleen Hoover. I listen to a lot of my books on Audible. So you'll see that. And a lot of times, even if I have the book or I'm reading on Kindle, I listen to it still because I don't know. I absorb more if I'm listening. If I'm not listening to it, I get so distracted and I read the same page 15 times before I get anything. But anyways, back to Verity by Colleen Hoover. And it was narrated by Vanessa Johansson and Amy Landon. Sorry, I just put my head in the camera. It's romance, suspense, marriage is what they put in the little thingy in here. Suspense, mostly. It's good. It was really good. It was, at the end, you kind of have to decide what you think happened. Like, there's no closing, like, really close thing. I heard there's a bonus chapter that I have not read, I don't think. I need to find it and read that and then see if that changes my mind. But it's about this woman that's a writer, and she writes suspense or thrillers, basically. Horror, stuff like that. I don't know. It's not really clear what exactly she writes, but you know there has to be a villain in it, basically. And victims. And her mother is sick and passes away very early on, or like before the book starts, really. So she has to move out of her apartment, and she has an interview, or she gets a letter or a call from her agent telling her that she needs to go meet with this publishing group or whatever. So she goes in and finds out that, so her name is Lowen. She goes in and she finds out that Verity, and I can't remember her last name in the book, Verity is another author who was in some sort of accident, and she needs a co-writer or ghostwriter to write along with her. And you find out in the interview that she needs the whole book written for her now, and it's going to be as if they wrote it together. So she ends up taking this job, and then because of her whole housing situation and everything that's going on, she ends up having to stay at Verity's house with her husband and child. And she finds out that Verity's husband is the man that met her at the publishing place, which you might have found that out at the publishing place. I cannot remember, actually. But she's in Verity's office, and she's trying to figure out what to do and what to write and whatnot. And she finds a manuscript that's an autobiography. And she's like, okay, well, in order to see how she writes and kind of get in her headspace, I'm going to read this manuscript that's her autobiography, in addition to reading her books, because she had never read her books before either. So she starts doing that, and then there's a lot of things that happen in this manuscript that are very crazy. Like, you would not... No one, unless they were a psychopath, would do these things. Or write about them. Or write them down. So it's like her trying to figure out if this manuscript is true, and in addition to it, like as she's reading the manuscript, she's like, sorry, I just like knocked into my camera. She's like falling in love with the husband. So it's a whole thing. But that's what that book is. I don't want to tell you anymore because you need to read it. It's worth reading. It's really good. It's really actually a quick read. So I would read it. The Audible is, well, I say it's a quick read. I say it's a quick read because it was only 8 hours on Audible. But like anything under 8 hours is like 300, 200 pages. I'm in there. 200, 300 pages. It was fast. So it's really good. And it's on Kindle Unlimited right now, I think. Because I downloaded it on Kindle Unlimited, but I never actually got there. I was doing things and just listened to it instead. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Then, let me see. I read A Vow in Vengeance by Jacqueline Rodriguez. which was also the January Allurial book. And this is the dust jacket. It's part of the Immortal Desires series, which I believe this is the first book in this series. You get, with Allurial, you always get like a matching bookmark of the book you're reading. And there's always painted edges and end pages. So that's there's not usually any author. There's acknowledgments, but there's never usually any like signature or author note or anything like that. Well, there's an author note in this one, but it's just the the content warnings basically. This is an interesting take on tarot cards, actually. I thought it was pretty cool because it basically was fays versus humans again. And so there's 3 different fae races, I guess, and then humans. And because of some war in the past, the fae come every year and do a selection in some part of the human nation or kingdom or whatever, and choose 100 people that must go to the fae land, and who knows what happens to them. You never see them again. And they always pick like young people, children, babies, children, and like young adults, teenagers, young adults. Very, very, very few times do they pick old people, right? Older people. So you don't know what happens to these humans, though. They just disappear. Well, what happens in this one is this girl, her entire family was chosen throughout the years. Well, her dad was chosen, her brother was chosen, her mom and her evaded selection one year. And if you evade selection, you are taken and probably killed for your transgression, right? So they caught her mom and took her. And so she was a teenager at that point, and ended up having to survive on her own as a teenager in this human land, and ended up falling in with this criminal, which ended up teaching her how to be a better criminal, basically. And then at some point something happens, and she decides she needs to get selected again. So as soon as her country section or whatever comes up, she goes and tries to get selected. And so she gets selected, and then it's all about what happens in her selection process, her trying to find her family and all that. And then in the meantime, of course, she meets a man over there that's what actually selected her. This man and his younger brother selected her. He was a prince and of the Druids. And she hates him to begin with. And I don't even remember what exactly happened. Oh, I remember. Okay. So the tarot part comes in. So the first thing they have to do when they get selected is climb this wall. Climb it. and get to the top. Well, along the way, a 2-year-old that was selected is like crying along the way, which if he doesn't make it to the top, he just dies on the wall or they throw him over. They don't know what happens to him, right? So she picked him up and carried him the rest of the way, where everybody else was just passing him by, because it's not an easy trek up this wall, right? So she gets up there and they have to make an oath to the druid king, whatever, and then pick a card, a tarot card, and whatever card, and the card picks them, right? The card picks them. So the card she got is very important because that card and the man, the guy that picked her, selected her, have the same card. And that's how they kind of meet. And then things happen as she tries to find her family, because she's like, I gotta find my family. They're all over here somewhere. I should be able to find them. I am trained to be a spy and break in places and whatnot. I'm gonna go find my family. So that's what she was doing. It's pretty good. It is a romantasy, I will say that. However, it, at least in the first book, it's not like super spicy. It's kind of just like right on the bare edge of spicy. Like there's only one scene of actual sex in that book. And it's oral. Am I allowed to say this on YouTube? I don't know. I should be. I mean, goodness gracious, everybody. I'm sorry, Elroy. I kicked you again. I'm sorry. So, I mean, it's nothing compared to some of those other books. Nothing compared to some of those other books. So it was okay. It was good. I'll read the second one, third one, whatever comes out, because it was good. And I listened to it mostly, and I'll probably listen to the other ones too. Next, I started reading so this is an Owl Crate book that came in. Why is this light? Maybe I'm going to just turn this light out and see. Can you guys see that better? We're going to go with it, okay? This is the Forget-Me-Not Library by Heather Weber. Turn this light on. This light. Fred, I don't want to step on your little toesies. Maybe that'll make it a little better. Excuse my mess behind me. This is the Forget-Me-Not Library by Heather Weber, and this one is an Owl Crate edition. So I think that the cover, the dust jacket, I believe that this side is the new dust jacket created by the artist, and then there's also this side, which you can flip over and use, which I actually like maybe a little bit better, because it has like a cat on it and more animals and a dog on the back. A dog on the... Goodness gracious, I'm so bad at this with this kind of camera. Dog on the back and a cat on the front. So I like it better because I like the animals. This one just has the birds, I think. The birds. I barely have read much of this yet, but isn't it beautiful? This was like in the Owl Crate Advent box this year. It's absolutely a stunning book, and it is signed by the author and has a letter and end pages as well. Very cute. So I'm getting into that one. So I don't know. I really don't know much about it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. So there's that one. Still reading this one, The Girl I Was. I am finishing this one this time. I'm finishing it. I promise you, this one will be done the next time we talk. Because I'm so tired of saying, I'm not done with that yet. Then I picked up Alchemized again. And this is the Barnes & Noble version. It's ginormous. So it's probably going to take me a while because also, besides the fact that it's ginormous, it is rough on our sensitive human senses. And I am a sensitive person, so I could get really disrupted by this. So I'm going to just have to see how this goes. This has a lot of trigger warnings. We'll see how it goes here. It's like a fantasy horror, I would say. Fantasy horror. Maybe some romance in here. I'm not sure yet. I think they said there was some romance. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard good things and bad things about this. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure I love it. But then they can't stop thinking about it after they're done reading it. So I really want to read it. So I'm reading that. Then, of course, Lore of Olympus, Volume 9, which I'm like almost halfway through. I'm about a third of the way through this. And that I did that in one night. So I just have to finish, like honestly, just sit down and finish it because I'll inhale it. So as soon as I sit down with it, and this is the exclusive Barnes and Noble cover. This camera is so hard to film like books in front of. I don't know why it's so difficult. It shouldn't be. So there's those. Then the January book of the month book, right? Is that right? Book of the month? No. This is the January Caffeina Legends. No, because it's not a thing. Where did this one come from? I can't remember. I can't remember where I got this one, what subscription I got this one from. I'll have to find my paper. I usually put it inside, so I don't know where the paper went that goes with it. But this is the Happiness Collector by Crystal King. I have not really... I read this, but this is it. Here, let's read it. Actually, I could read Alchemized too. Let's do this one first. So, The Happiness Collector by Crystal King. After losing her book deal and her academic position, historian Ada Real needs a new career, and fast. After all, she and her fiancé Graham have a wedding to pay for. So when a friend recommends her for an extremely high-paying position at a company called Moda, M-O-D-A, it feels like the perfect stroke of luck. And with a move to Italy and a breathtaking palazzo included, how could she say no? Aside from a snooty assistant, a daunting NDA, and some very stringent rules about the use of personal technology, working for Moda is a dream come true, at least at first. But the more research Ada conducts for this elusive company, the more things feel off. Not only does her relationship with Graham suffer, but it seems like every site she visits either vanishes or is struck by tragedy soon after she's been there. It's only after a mysterious woman approaches Ada and Luciano, her devastatingly handsome and equally concerned Moda colleague, that they learn the truth. They are just mortal pawns in a game between gods. Now Ada must find answers to the questions she's been avoiding. What's really happening to all the happiness she's been collecting? And can she stop the gods' plans before it's too late? So that's this one. Actually, this sounds really good. I hope I get it read. So I hope I get it read this month. Alchemized. There's no way I'm getting this finished this month. But here, let's read the thingy. Once a promising alchemist, Helena Marino is now a prisoner of war of her own mind. Of war and of her own mind. I think that's supposed to mean in her own mind. War in her own mind. Her resistance friends and allies have been brutally murdered, her abilities suppressed, and the world she knew destroyed. In the aftermath of a long war, Palladia's new ruling class of corrupt guild families and depraved necromancers, whose vile undead creatures helped bring about their victory, holds Helena captive. According to resistance records, she was a healer of little importance within their ranks, but Helena has inexplicable memory loss. I'm sorry, I lost that. But Helena has inexplicable memory loss of the months leading up to her capture, making her enemies wonder, is she truly as insignificant as she appears, or are her lost memories hiding some vital piece of the resistance final gambit? To uncover the memories buried deep within her mind, Helena is sent to the High Reeve, one of the most powerful and ruthless necromancers in the New World. Trapped on his crumbling estate, Helena's fight to protect her lost history and preserve the last remaining shreds of her former self is just beginning. For her prison and captor have secrets of their own, secrets Helena must unearth, whatever the cost. And actually, this is the inside. I didn't show you. This is a Barnes and Noble exclusive one, and it's like a labyrinth in there with different modes of murder and I guess magical items, knives, scrolls, compasses, stuff. There you go. So it's the big pretty book. And I know some of the versions of this book that are from some of the more famous, like Fake Rate, Bookish, and those kind of things get pretty expensive. So this is a hefty book. This feels like a textbook, people. Like, it's not light at all. Then I really wanted to read this one in October or whenever, but I never never got around to it. This was December's book of the month, Dark Sisters by Christy Demeester. I have not really even looked at it other than the synopsis on the website, but here, let's read it. In this fiercely exhilarating novel, horror meets historical fiction when a curse bridges generations. I need my glasses. Hold on one second. Oh, and my hot chocolate. Let me take a drink. Let me get a drink. I need an energy drink, man. I'm not going to get my studying done tonight. Oh, okay. Horror meets historical fiction when a curse bridges generations. Binding the fates of 3 women. This is hard to see because it feels dark. Anne Bolton, a healer facing persecution for witchcraft, bargains with a dark entity for protection. But the fire she unleashes will reverberate for centuries. Mary Shepherd, a picture perfect wife in a suffocating community, falls for Sharon and begins a forbidden affair that could destroy them both. And Cameron Burson, the rebellious daughter of a preacher, defies conformist expectations to uncover an ancient power as her father's flock spirals into crisis. Three women, three centuries, one legacy of fury, love, and a power that refuses to die. Dark Sisters. I want to read that one. So, and then I started this one, but just like, I don't know why it was nerve-wracking. I don't know. I was not in the place. But let's read the synopsis. This is All That We See or Seem by Ken Liu. And I really do want to give this one, like, I didn't get very far to even make a judgment call about it. I just was not in a mental space. I don't know why. But let's read this synopsis again here. Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream from A Dream Within a Dream by Edgar Allan Poe? At 14, Julia Z became infamous as the orphan hacker, a teenage prodigy who broke the law. Oh, I remember why. Used to be a software engineer, and I was like, I cannot read about computers right now. I do not want PTSD. So I was like, I don't want to do this. So, okay, let's, at 14, Julia Z became infamous as the orphan hacker, a teenage prodigy who broke the law and captivates the nation. Now, years later, she's trying to leave that life behind, hiding in the quiet suburbs of Boston. But her fragile anonymity is shattered when a desperate lawyer bursts into her life, begging for her help to find his wife, a celebrated artist who uses artificial intelligence to craft shared dreams for thousands of followers, and who has been kidnapped by a criminal syndicate. Against her better judgment, Julia embarks on a harrowing journey across the country, drawn ever deeper into the shadows of the American dream. As she tracks the criminals, she confronts not only their perilous schemes, but also the ghosts of her own past. Resourceful, relentless, and deeply contemptuous of authority, Julia must dig deep into her unique skill set and fractured psyche to uncover the truth, and to hold on to hope when everything around her descends into darkness. All That We See or Seem blends high-stakes intrigue with profound speculation about the future of art and society in the shadow of artificial intelligence, which I think is like right on the edge of what our entire society is talking about right now. The entire world is talking about artificial intelligence. Well, the entire art world, the entire like car world, the entire everything that uses technology is talking artificial intelligence right now. So, and are we going to die because of it? So this is interesting. I'm really want to read it and really get into it. So I thought I had one more. I still have Big Witch Energy that I'm listening to. I have a Gods of the Weird Wood that I started. Okay, Big Witch Energy was by Molly Harper. Let me get there. Finished? No. In progress. I have a lot that I've started and paused because Berries and Greed, like that one. I might not pick that one back up. It's like a monster romance. I like it, but the guy, because I'm listening to it, I'm not sure I love the male narrator. He sounds He's like the prototypical, is that the right word? Prototypical feels like the wrong word. Pot smoker is who he is. Which isn't a bad thing. It's like whatever. But the voice is very like it's just like all the time in that like high state kind of talk. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I go back to that one. Who was that one by? Lily Main. I want to get Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, but that's probably going to be next month when I get around to that one. I started The Sirens by Amelia Hart a while ago, but I'm not sure I'm loving it, so I don't know. Atomic Habits by James Clear. I need to finish that one. I have never finished it, and I really need to like write my notes down. I have some other ones on here. There's another, let me see, it's on Kindle. There's another nonfiction one that I wanted to read. I want to try to read all the classics again too, like all the Jane Austen classics, like what is his name? Fitzgerald? I don't know. Well, all the names that I can't remember. A Study in Drowning. I want to read that one. An American Beauty. Blood Orange. Where's the one that where's my library? Where's my, here we go. The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. Rings of Fate by Melissa Dela Cruz. That's the book of the month book for January, which I do want to read, but I want to read some of those other ones first. The Haunting of Leigh Harker by Darcy Coates. I'm going to try that one. The King's Messenger by Susanna Kearsley. And there's a bunch of books by TJ Kingsmaker. Where is it at? A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. That whole like trilogy I want to read. The Hannah Nicole Mayer Assistant to the Villain, and that whole bunch of books I want to read. Where Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. And then there's some books I want to read, like The Science of Pilates, Pilates Return to Life Through Controlology. I already read that one. Where is that nonfiction? I wish you could sort by nonfiction. That would be so much easier than this, because I can't find it downloaded. Were you crying over here, Lena? What are you crying for? Come here. Or was it you, Sonny? Were you crying? What are you crying for? I can't find it. I'll find it and I'll make sure I write it down. So what I'm going to do this coming up month, because I didn't do it yet for anything, or my next round of reading whatever that I get done, I'm going to write down some notes at least so that I don't totally forget by the time I sit down to tell you what I read. And let me just show you. Okay, this I've had done for a while, and I might have already showed you, but I haven't finished it yet. This little girl, which is one of the widow women from Karen Campbell's art school thing. And I have some. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Did you finally eat, Fred? Did you? Did you finally eat? Like, I have to finish. Did I finish this? I don't think I. No. Keep thinking I did, but I was like, no, I didn't. This is Romantasy mythographic coloring book. And so I did this, and I need to finish it with pencil. So I did this with marker, and now I need to go over with pencil and do some stuff. There's that, and there's a few more. But, like, if you want to see a bunch of them, when I get them done, go look at my coloring channel or my coloring Instagram, juliet.colors. And I'll show my favorites on here, but I'm not going to show everything from my art and my coloring here. But that's it for now. I got to go study Club Pilates, you know. It's in my heart and soul right now. And if you know me, you know I fall hard for every hobby. Not that this is a hobby, it's a life change, but it's also a hobby. So, and it's a way to keep my broken body working correctly. So yeah, I gotta get my homework done for that. So I will talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for checking in, and please subscribe and show your friends, and if they like it, share, you know, like, whatever, comment, tell me what you read and if I should read it or not. Thanks. Bye.